Here, the economy is this. I'm going to give you the best. It's going to take you a lot of effort to get through it, and most people will fail. Not because the concepts don't work, but because you don't have it in your heart to stick with it. Trading in the beginning is not an everyday success story. It's not. No matter who teaches you what, it ain't going to happen like that. We all want it to be like that. We all hope and pray it's going to be like that for us. And we're looking for the person that promises that's going to be happening in their hands or their mentorship or their tutelage. I can promise you this, you're never going to find that. If it was ever going to be possible, it would be with me. And I'm telling you, I know enough to know that I cannot produce that in everyone because you're all going to do things differently. You can have a set protocol process, step by step by step by step. Only do it at this time, only do it this direction, only trade this market, and never any other instance of that doing it any other time. Just simply, this is all you do. And you won't follow the rules. You won't follow the rules. So that's why I've learned, and I learned this really through my own hands. When I had rules as a 20-year-old, I never followed them. I would spend so much time formulating and fashioning all these specific things, do and don'ts. If this, then that. And in the beginning, as a young man at 20 years old, you don't have discipline. And all these guys out here teaching, they're all 20-year-old. They don't have the discipline. They don't have the personal responsibility. And they have nothing on the line. They're all teaching in hindsight. They're using demo accounts or market replay. Where is the reality of if they're wrong, something's lost? They don't have that. They're so new, they don't have an image to protect. They don't have a brand that they can't just rebrand and start new. So there's nothing for them at risk. It's all upside. So if they do the proper marketing, proper in the sense that it entices you, you'll pay them. Now, I'm not suggesting in any manner that someone that comes out, so for the young men and women out there that are listening to me that are highly offended, you probably already sent me comments. I can hear a lot of things being posted to me. It's a constant blink, blink, blink in my headphones while I'm talking to you. Some of you probably have been sending me inflammatory remarks, okay? And it may be based on what I just said here. But let me remind you, I've said this rather candidly. If someone is versed in trading and they are comfortable sharing that with you real time, and they prove to you that they have an ability to read price action, I don't care if it's demo. I don't care. If they have a service where they have the ability that they call the market in the presence of people that paid them, and they're doing that behind a paywall, I have absolutely nothing against that. Because you're showcasing a skill. You're not parroting what I taught as an echo and saying, oh, ICT made a lot of money teaching. All I'm going to do is parrot what he said and talk about a chart that's already happened, and I can make millions of dollars too. And he can't be mad because I'm giving him credit. No. That's not credit. That's plagiarizing and being an echo, and you're trying to have the safe avenue of saying, I give you all the credit, ICT. No, you're using my name only for marketing. And when you're big enough, you'll stop using my name. I'm saying stop using my name now. Let your own prowess, your own skill set, let that do all the talking. Because I promise you, if you have the real skill set, people will talk about you. You'll never need to advertise on YouTube. You will never need to do a Facebook ad. You will never need affiliate marketers. Hey, if you get somebody to sign up to my stuff, I'll pay you a commission. I never had to do that. I never had to do those things. Why? Because they watched something happen that nobody else was able to replicate. And I'm the most imitated person. And it's offensive because if you have that skill set, then you would just simply showcase it and you would never need to bring my name up. You would never put my logo in your stuff. You would never put my name and face in your ads. All that is for you to market with my image, my brand. And I marred my image this year so that way you can't do that. Think about it. Why would anybody want to learn what ICT couldn't do in Robin's Cup? That's what you're forced to market with now. Oh man, you got a real hard sell now. Think about it. Oh man, you didn't see that one. You didn't see that one coming, did you? Oh man, everybody over there playing 2025 mentorships, and they all been getting their source material out of my videos on my YouTube channel. And they want to talk about order blocks and fair value gaps, and I'm gonna have a mentorship, baby. Mentorships opening up in 2025. Yep, and so is mine with real money. No props, no prop firm demo stuff. Nope. No market replay. No delayed data in my live stream, pretending that it's real and live, with broker statements that never matched the executions on video streams that were now deleted. Hello. Hello. Still not a cuss word said, isn't it? It's nice, isn't it? I want to introduce you to the truth as well. Okay, part of my online persona is you think I'm bipolar, but I'm not bipolar. I have done so many things over the years and pantomimed so many things. I absolutely know exactly what I'm doing every single time I say it and do it. It's sometimes it's done way beyond the level of delivery I was expecting it to be. But you all honestly believe I'm unhinged. I'm not. I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm capturing your attention by any means necessary, and then I'm challenging you. And for the people that don't really want to learn from me, they want to come here and take shots against me, I'm trolling them and enjoying it the entire time. I show them a faux witness to some kind of contrived weakness that is not there. Think about it. I gave you enough to hang yourself, whether you love me or hate me. And the true test is, are you here because you want to make yourself better, or are you here to worship somebody? I'm not your hero. I'm never someone to be worshipped or looked up to. Never. You should never aspire to be like me. Ever. I am a sinner. I am somebody that makes mistakes. I am a human being. I failed a lot. You should never say, I want to be like you, ICT, when my intentions are for you to be better than me. I purposely have pantomimed someone that doesn't exist online with a supposed mental illness. And I waited for people to take shots at me, and their low-class attempts to do so shined a light exactly on who they are. And they were selling services. They're acting like a financial advisor, and they carry themselves like that. That's shocking. And they took the bait perfectly. One of them's real quiet right now. Another is a blowhard. And you'll see them tumble. They're having a lot of fun right now, as they should. But the people that I create as profitable traders, they don't owe me anything. They don't owe me anything. They don't owe me a high five. They don't owe me you helped me get here, ICT. It wouldn't be possible without you. Never, ever, ever say those things. Never say those things. Because I didn't put you in those trades. I didn't tell you to take that risk. I didn't comfort you throughout the process of you entering that trade, holding the risk, and then taking the profit when you did. I had no part in that. And while I can understand you're trying to give it the respect and the I guess the appreciation for the influence I had over you, your success is your success. You worked for it. You believed in it before it came to fruition, and you earned it all by yourself. I had no part in that. Sure, I have content up on YouTube. Sure, I have lectures like this where I'm talking about encouraging you and giving you a mindset overhaul. But all these things pale in terms of what matters most, because I can talk and talk and talk and teach forever until someone takes that understanding and makes it their own and applies it to themselves and they correct their shortcomings, until they do the work, the proper backtesting, the logging, the refinement of who they are as a trader, defining what their model is going to be, trading on what time of day, what instrument, and not being influenced or impulsive about chasing something because somebody else, even me, doing something differently. Well, I better do that. I better keep up with it. I better change directions because ICT and the crew are doing something now new. I have a lot of students that never left or migrated from forex and they're making money still. They are successful students because they didn't change simply because I was more inclined to go back to futures trading. They stayed right where they're planted, and they're still profitable. They graduated. That means they don't ever need to worry about listening to an ICT space. They don't need to go over to your YouTube channel and see what's he up to now. They don't need to see what my next tweet's going to be, because the majority of what's going to come across X is me just having fun. I've been very candid about that. 90% of what I tweet about, they even call them tweets anymore if it's X. Like, what do you call that? Yeah, I'm going to stick with tweet because it makes sense to me. But whatever I post on X is me being fun. Like it's about me cutting up with y'all. And not everything I say is meant to be serious. And I like to be sometimes dry in my humor and sarcastic. It doesn't usually play well for the folks in another language. They think everything is cut and dry and it's binary. And I don't consider myself a binary. In this case, I guess it would be non-binary, wouldn't I? I'm going to get some flack for that one, right? But the idea of following somebody and giving all of your credit to them because you succeeded, that's nonsense. That's absolute nonsense. Any success that you get comes by, first, the grace of God, whether you believe in Him or not, and your own work. Your work ethic, your tenacity, all those things are going to be hallmarks to your success. And you owe no one, me included at the top of the list, you owe none of us any credit for it. I don't give signals, so that means I didn't give you that trade. I don't tell you where to place your stop loss in every individual execution, so that means you did it right by yourself. So when you show me examples that you did really well, I understand what you're doing. Believe me, I know exactly what you're doing, and I appreciate it. But stop diluting your success by saying, it's all because of you, ICT. It's all thanks to you, ICT. Stop. Stop doing those types of things. Just say, hey, this is what I did. You know what? Awesome. They're the ones I like to thumbs up or give a heart to because you're owning it. And when you try to do something and you did all the things that you thought were right and you failed at it, and you make that post to me, and you're not saying, I used your stuff and it failed. No, I tried this, it didn't work out for me, but I'm not discouraged. You're not giving me credit. You're not tearing down the concepts, and you're owning it. I will always, if I read that comment, I will always like that. Because what am I seeing? I'm seeing someone that's being responsible. They're not trying to glad hand with me just to get me a reply or a heart, like that's a signature or an autograph. Like some of you, honestly, I can see it when you post to me. It's literally like you just want to have some kind of engagement with me. And I'm just a man. Like, I'm just a man. There's nothing special about me. So stop trying to have that relationship with me. Think about what you're doing. Focus on improving yourself. If you want to grow to be someone like in my position where I have a lot of influence and a lot of people listen to what I say and whatever I'm presenting, they want to watch it. If your aspirations are to become like that and then be looked up to, it's going to affect you negatively. You might not think it's going to be like that, but it will be. So when we progress through 2025 next year, and if you do follow what I'm doing and it makes you money, and you're out there and you're talking in your own little circles and you're saying what you're hearing me say, and that analysis is being echoed by you and people that may not be aware of me. Like in Brazil, there's a lot of people right now cloning me. They're not saying they're ICT. They're not pretending to be a conduit where they're just simply translating it from me in my poor English into their language in Brazil. They're omitting any reference to me at all. And they're saying they discovered all this themselves, that they're somehow smart money, and they're not. They're just simply parroting what I've said. And there's a few channels on YouTube that's about to lose their entire show because they've done that. And I've warned you, and I know you're listening to me, so just expect it. It's coming. But I know that's going to happen. I don't care. Okay, I don't care that you're going to take what I'm going to do next year and you're going to have your own little mentorships and you're going to follow what I'm saying and you're going to look smart in front of everybody else. Okay, wonderful. But it's not going to be a whole year of it. It's not going to be a whole year. I'm not obligated to do this for the entire year, but I will do it for the first half. And then I'm going to be doing some traveling the second half. Like I have some places I want to see and experience, and I have some things I want to take care of in my other businesses. So, and they're not trade related. So, first half of next year, that's my goal. The 2025 mentorship is about 5 months or so of me sitting down, going over all the asset classes, what I intend to do, what I want to put real money behind. It's not meant to entice you to take real trades with it. In fact, I'm warning you not to do it. Okay? I want you to go in with a skeptical mind. I want you to go in there expecting everything I'm going to do is going to fail. That way, you won't put money behind it. And if it does pan out, just know that you've had a unique experience to see what it looks like beforehand. How much analysis goes into the decisions? What am I focusing on? What tools am I referring to? All that stuff. And you'll see that it's not complicated. I'm going to stick with very simplistic ways of doing it. It's not going to be 15 different models. I'm not even creating a new model. There's no new model necessary. But in January, I will teach you how to formulate and fashion your own model based on everything I put on my YouTube channel. My final point, and I'm going to close this stream out. If you were part of my private mentorship, when I was doing daily commentary and I would talk about the market for that individual day, many times I would say that you're learning the building blocks to formulate a trading model for yourself. In the beginning, it's normal for you to not know the direction of where you're going. It's normal for you to not know what PDA array to focus on. And I was promoting the idea that you could organically arrive at which PDA array that you're going to focus on as your multiplier, the thing that gets you into a trade.